All right, everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is, straight up energy reading. This is Mercury and Virgo. Very interesting energy. I'm going to let the pre-shuffle kind of talk about it because it's just this. This is exactly what it is. I did the surface read here before I hit record, and I get a perfect read on what this transit is doing to things. And when we pair that with the energy of August, it should get very interesting. All right, we'll talk about it all here in a second. But first, I've got here in the pre-shuffle, just on the surface, I've got an 8 of Pentacles crossed by a 9 of Cups. It's about putting in the work. It's about Mercury and Virgo, about diligent research, looking into things, right? Getting down, putting in the work with the 8 of Pentacles here, figuring out what makes you happy. What is this 9 of Cups with the 9 of Cups crossing it here? You're probably figuring out that it's anything that nurtures the soul, okay, with this Queen of Pentacles here. It's a very soul-nurturing energy. If it touches the soul in this transit because of the surrounding energies, somebody probably going to go for it. Somebody probably going to reach out with the 8 of Wands. And I'm going to say over the course of between now and, well, I would say the end of August, to be honest with you, we may start seeing the 8 of Wands a little bit more. Okay, and it's because we're coming into a time when, yeah, we're moving Mercury into Virgo, but it does retrograde back into Leo around the middle of August, and that's going to be very interesting because that's going to add a little touch of confidence where there hasn't been before. Well, we'll get to that when we get to it. Right now, with this, we've got figuring out what makes you happy, going for it, right? Feel it in the soul, reaching out, but through it all, there's this hint of 4 of Cups and 5 of Swords, and I knew it. I thought it might show up here as the 9 of Swords, but I understand why it didn't. It's a little bit of, I want to call it anxiety, but it's a lack of confidence. Okay, afraid you're going to screw it up. Okay, I'm going to say so. You get right to the point of saying something and doing something about what makes you happy, but you get afraid you're going to screw it up. Now, I don't know if it's enough to stop anybody. Underneath it, I do have a 6 of Pentacles, but I don't know. We got to see where this reading goes. But that's what this energy is about. It's about, there's this, yes, did the research, confident with the research, know what I want to say, know what makes me happy, know what I want to go after, but there's still that little bit of lack of confidence in there, that worry about failure, okay? Now, I'm telling you that so that you don't have that worry. It's nonsense. Forget that part of it, all right? When that creeps in, say, no, I don't want it. For the incoming energies here, they're not here to hear me say that. So there's going to be a little bit of that worry in there, that doubt, that, oh, I might just screw this up. Well, nothing might come of it. But get used to that card, I think. I think a lot of communication over the next month or so, okay? Definitely during this transit. I think they take a shot anyway. Let's see. Let's shuffle the deck. First card out's before the cuts. Why the fuck are we here? So let's find out. It's a general reading. I got to say that. May or may not resonate with you. But if the title brought you in here or you found this channel, you're here for a reason. But just be one thing I say. Doesn't have to be the whole reading. All right. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. You're all moving at different speeds on your timelines. So, you know, while all the road signs are on the freeway, we all reach them at different times, right? We don't all leave at the same time. It'd be kind of a tough trip down the freeway if we did that. All right, let's go. Let's see where we're at here. So, give me the soulmate cycle universe. Tell me more about that pre-shuffle with the influence of Mercury moving into Virgo. I've been waiting to pull on this. And this is a perfect thing to pull on right before the August. I'm going to start your August readings probably on Sunday with the overview. It's going to be very interesting. All right. Empress. We're here because of that energy. Well, it was pretty evident with the Queen of Pentacles in the pre-shuffle. The cut cards back up the pre-shuffle. It was pretty evident in the pre-shuffle that the Queen of Pentacles was you. Your energy was attached to that, or the DF side of the connection anyway. So you're what nurtures their soul. You're what they're going to, however much research they do, and the research we do and the work we put in when Mercury's in Virgo is good work. It's solid research, okay? So that being said, the research comes out, no matter how you slice it, it's all about the Empress, right? The only way is Empress, not Essex. Empress. There you go. What comes after the cut? See? Taking a leap of faith toward the Empress. I think, honestly, this energy is in spite of the anxiety or the doubt that's kind of woven into it, and the fear of screwing it up. I think if they can have faith in the research, okay, talking to you first, if you have faith in what you figure out, you'll be good to go. Go for it. right? That you can trust the research, whatever that is, whatever it is you're figuring out. If the incoming energy has faith, even just a little bit in that research, I think there's a strong chance of communication here from a lot of different energies that are attached to you. A lot of different energies. There's always energies, and there's a lot of tension in the soulmate cycle right now of energies, smaller, lighter soulmate connections, people you have connections with, friends, family, and things like that that are dying, that itching to say something to you, right? Itching to say something. I don't know, whatever it is. There's a lot that people need to get off their chests right now. There's a lot of pent-up energy. Societal energies right now. There's a lot of pent-up anger. There's a lot of it. It's going to burst at some point. It has to, you know. And I'm hoping they let it out slow. Hoping we could poke a hole and it just sort of leaks nice and slow. That's probably it's always the best way to do it. Anyway, I think in the soulmate cycle there isn't any slow leak. I think it's an outburst. And that's been coming up in the readings too, with that earthquake of energy I was talking about, and the continuous output of the universe of, yeah, this is going to go at one time. Even Yellowstone went off the other day, right? That's energy. That set a ripple effect. Yellowstone had a little hydro event, okay, once every 700 years or so, although they had a small one back in 2009, I think. But that was a release of energy, right? So even the planet is releasing energy a little bit right now. So we got ourselves a reading here. I'm still shuffling. Let's see the overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table here with Mercury in Virgo. All that stuff means something. Don't think for a minute that the weather doesn't mean something. If it's crazy town, it's crazy town. That's those are just surface energies, but when they happen, they mean something. I know life gets shook up big time in all facets, like when an earthquake happens and things like that. I'll tell you. So, that being said, pay attention to it. It's important. That said, the overall energy is 5 cups. It's one of the cards that ends the separation phase of the soulmate cycle. This shouldn't surprise anybody, especially if you saw the extended for the Cancer reading I did recently, which are always all signs readings, right? Because Cancer is the theme energy of this cycle. 5 cups. Considering we have an energy from the pre-shuffle to the cut cards of someone doing the research and figuring out what makes them happy, this is an interesting dichotomy here. It's an interesting sort of contrast of what we have. What's going on? What's fueling this 5 of Cups? The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. This is an energy. This is my deer in the headlights energy of the Knight of Pentacles. This is someone really methodically staring down what doesn't make them happy, what's making them sad. So in other words, it's almost advice from the universe for you to figure out what makes you happy, focus more on what doesn't, and then the rest is what does. You follow? So you, rather than trying to focus, trying to find something that makes you happy to go after, that's your soul's true purpose, find what's not. Okay? Take it in that route. This is the route that someone else is playing too. And this bodes well for you because this card here definitely, once they start feeling this way towards your connection, we get a lot of forward movement when that kind of stuff happens. 5 of Cups and the 3 of Swords are the 2 main cards that end the separation phase of these soulmate cycles. Let's go. See where we're at. Right here's the energy around your connection with Mercury and Virgo, moving forward, of course. It does go retrograde in around the 14th or so of August. All right? Or actually, no, it goes retrograde before that. Around the 14th of August, it rolls back into Leo. I think around that time. That's going to be very interesting. But we'll see what's going on here. This is the energy of your connection. I might take it all the way up to that point. And right there is how this person's behaving. Energies attached to you are behaving in real life in 3D. Right here's their soul. This is the hidden energy, message from the universe, read with the energy of your connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I'll clarify everything and throw some universe cards at the end. Pretty sure I'm going to need to extend this one. All right, let's see where we're at. Let's go. Energy around your connection. King of Cups. Yeah. See, I've been talking about that. I talked about Yellowstone going off with a hydro event, right? A hydro explosion. I talked about a lot being held back. There's a lot of pent-up, your connection right now reflecting as King of Cups. There's a lot of pent-up, unsaid things, pent-up emotion on one side. A lot of it. A lot. A king-size lot. All right? We'll see what happens when we clarify that. We'll keep going. 3D energies around whoever this is. Yeah, the Magician. Somebody's ready for something new. Somebody's making some changes. Somebody's got some karma coming to bite them in the ass too. Take what resonates. I'm just riffing on the energy. right? All of it won't, I mean, maybe for one of you, all of it applies. I don't know. But it's a transformation energy. Somebody is wanting to change their world. It's not a smoke and mirrors energy. Somebody's not pretending in this energy. Somebody here is getting bit in the ass by their own karma of pretending in the past. And I think that happens with Mercury in Virgo for sure. All right? We'll see what happens when we clarify. I see a lot of transformation here. Also, it's sort of, this energy needs to release. All right? Somebody, I think, knows that. Okay. Their soul is here. It bookends the King of Cups. That should be interesting. Yeah, the Seven of Wands. Yeah. What did I say? It just backs up my read. Right? I said this is like a battery, overcharged battery. There's a lot of pent up emotion. It's been held back. Yeah. Somebody's held back the emotion too much. Okay? It's starting to build up a little bit. It's getting a little hot in the soul. All right? There's a little flame there. It's getting hot enough to light a stick on fire. Okay. You have at least one energy attached to you that has held back a lot from you. All right. I think they're about to burst at the seams, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I think in relation to you with this card, Five of Cups, the sad horse, I think they're looking at how continuing to hold back the emotion makes them feel. And I think it makes them feel like that. And they want to transform that for sure. All right. Hidden energy, message from the universe, red with the King of Cups, Four of Wands. Yeah. These are drawn to the blue, which is communication, throat chakra in the middle. Somebody's talking about where they went wrong. Somebody's talking to themselves. I don't really have talking toward you in this message from the universe. The universe is saying they're having a conversation with themselves about what they should have done. And for some reason, this energy, because maybe of the research they're doing or thinking about it or whatever, is making them feel like they can try again. Okay? So it's very interesting. You also, for some of you, I'll just be specific. Some of you have somebody who wants way more from you from what they're giving, all right, or what they're getting, and they might tell you that. And that could play out a lot of ways. That could be somebody who's pretending to be a friend who wants more, but it could also be somebody you're in a relationship with right now who's afraid to tell you that they're not feeling it, okay, and they may want more. They may tell you that, all right. So I'm just warning you in advance so you know. That might be very specific just for a few of you. Okay, that's what that energy can mean. What's the potential final outcome here? What's the magician mean to my viewers? That's the devil. The goat with its feet on fire. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what that means. I mean, I do. I pulled enough cards to know what the devil means. And I'm sure a lot of people watching got some speculation. Oh, I know exactly what that means, Steve. Yeah, be careful. There's a deceptive energy here attached to this. It's a devil that's not a devil. And I'm not really sure why. I could call it obsession energy, but I don't want to. I'm going to call it communication. I don't even want to do that, but I'm going to just to give it a name. There's a saying, you're going to get the horns, right? You're going to give somebody, I think it's like a saying in Texas, isn't it? We're going to give somebody the horns, or feel the horns or something along those lines. It's a bit of that. I'm only drawn to the horns on this thing, and I'm not sure why. I don't think it means somebody horny. They might be. I mean, but we'll see. We're going to clarify with the witches, and let's see where we go. First, let's get started here. I'm always intrigued when I don't know what it means. Okay? Every time I say that, I always say I got a friend watching who's known me a long time who just fell on the floor with their mouth open. Steve doesn't know what it means. Yeah, because they all think I figure stuff out fast. I don't want to do a fast read on that here. It's a deceptive energy. I want to be better than that. Okay? I got time here to give it to allow that energy to flow through me while I clarify, and I'm going to let that happen. All right? I said there's karma. Somebody's karma is biting them. I said that already. Rewind. I get a little of that here. I don't know what that means to you yet. All right, King of Cups. Energy of the connection. Somebody holding back a lot from you. A lot. Even if you are in a relationship with this person. That's why I say they may want more. And they might be telling you that. You might think you're giving them everything you got, right? You're screaming their name out in the night. Oh, yes. Right? That kind of thing. They want more. I don't know. Maybe they want you to sing it. I have no idea. King of Cups. Why is it here? Come on. Give me a King of Cups. Tell me about it. Let's go. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. I just got done telling you stop that. When I talked about this holding back, right? I just told you a touching story about Yellowstone, right? Very touching. And how it had a hydro event. A hydro event means an explosion, okay? Yeah, there you go. Crossed by the tower. I'm telling you, this shit, this energy, there's something about to pop in your connection. This is the energy of your connection. I got the King of Cups. I got someone holding back. Oh, I never said really what I wanted to say. And I've got this explosion. Yellowstone-like explosion happening here. All right? Wow. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, what's on top? Justice. Yeah. Again, a balancing of energy. How do we is the energy balanced when one person, one side is holding on to a lot and it's building up and it's getting heavy? It's so heavy and hot it can light a stick on fire. Right? Holding back? No, it's not balanced. This balances very quickly. Somebody says something, but they probably say it because it makes them happy. Right? They're doing it. It can be a very selfish energy. It can be in this context. All right, but not in a necessarily a bad way. But that could be a little bit of what's tied to the devil here. Why is justice here? Yeah, the moon. It's sort of a close your eyes. Well, there's two energies. Two main layers of energies. One, I don't think you'll see this coming. I don't. Just like I didn't know Yellowstone was going to have a hydro event until I got up this morning and saw the little headline, right? I didn't know. No idea, right? That said, I don't think you see this coming. That's one angle. The better angle, though, the one I was going to say is this is sort of that close your eyes and jump in kind of a thing. Somebody's afraid to tell you this. Somebody's afraid to tell their feelings. Even with the research, and it makes sense, and I'm going to be unhappy if I don't say something, all of that, somebody's afraid to tell you. They just do it. It's just one of those things that happens out of nowhere. All right? I still say there's some shit. There's a lot of shit here. There's a lot of energy here. I'm curious. Let's get to the Magician. All right? I'm processing it bit by bit. I can kind of see why it's a devil here a little bit. I think for you, it's a double-edged sword in some way. All right? I don't think it touches any kind of karma for you, whoever this energy is and what they have to say. I think you should maybe focus on your own little ideas of what would make you happy, plans, etc. Now's the time to start planning. All right? And I think in the area where, well, generally speaking, the area where Mercury falls in your chart, astrologically speaking, would be the most effect, where you'd be doing the most planning. For some of you, you're going to have a match with this person. For others of you, you may not. You may be planning other things in another direction. I don't know. Let's see. Why is the Magician here? Tell me more about this. Tell me more. Yeah, it's the Page of Pentacles. It's my. I'm not going to say it's my student in the crossing energy here. It's more my peeping Tom or my peeping Sue in this case. I mean, I don't know. It's someone here is sort of a learn by doing. In other words, they do a negative thing and learn how to do positive things from that. How do I mean? When they gathered up all the tools they need, they got it by watching other people that were doing certain things. So that applies on two sides. In other words, they might have spied on you and your connection and learned how much it made them feel. But on the flip side of that coin, this person also learned their behavior in their life, the way they are, the behavior they want to change. They learned from watching the people around them, how they grew up. So it's like there's a lot of core programming involved here. And again, that's part of why this devil is here. These two are read together. All right. So, okay, this is a learn by watching person. All right. They observe and they mimic. They parrot what they see. All right. All right. What's on top? Nine of Cups. Yeah. Again, now somebody sees something different, sees something else that makes them happy, and they want to go for that. Why do they feel it's out of reach? Nine of Cups, the Judgment. Again, there's some sort of karma here, and this is karma. I talked about it already. Rewind. I talked about karma when I'm drawn to this little black spot here. I said some karma is coming to bite them in the ass that might be tied to this devil. And what do I pull? Last card out on top of it, karma. Well, it's not going to focus, but karma. It says karma right there. Okay? That's it. It is. There's something going on here. Somebody... I don't want to speculate. I don't like speculating. I wonder, somebody wants a second chance at being happy, but I wonder if the toxin has too much pull. Whoever this is for some of you. I wonder. Because the implication here is that they're in a toxic situation, or their life is toxic, and they want to change that. They know what will make them happy, but there's some kind of karma keeping them in the toxin. You follow? Okay. That's why I said, don't assume you know what that is. There's a lot of layers here. There's a lot of things. And that devil could just as easily maybe feel the horns is them feeling the horns of staying in that toxin and that karma. Is kind of an endless feedback loop. And then they get out of it. It's possible too. We got to keep going. Why is the Seven of Wands here? Definitely a reason for the extended, though. That's going to be a deep Alice in Wonderland, go down the rabbit hole for us for sure. Why is the Seven of Wands here? Tell me about the Seven of Wands. Ooh. Ooh. See that? This card over here, 5D flows to 3D. That's a magician in the base here. It's crossed by a magician. Yeah. Transformation. This is again, I have these cards are read with these cards. I had a tower crossing here. We talked about Yellowstone, explosion. We could see the explosion here. Look at it. It's very explosive. All right, it's hot. The soul is hot. It's been emotions, things unsaid, happiness has been held back too long. It's too long, but there's some kind of very, 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 very stronger than I can put into words. Karma is the best word I could use for it. From something, it's got to be past life. It's got to be ancient fucking karma that keeps this person still this. It's almost like they let's just use an example, because they grow up and they learn from watching others, right? This energy definitely does. But they learn the wrong lesson from watching others, right? Often. So what we've got here, because we have a devil here. So what we've got is we've got someone who grew up, watched their parents a certain way, for example, and then they mimic that in their life. And it hurts them. It doesn't make them happy. And they know what would make them happy, but they refuse, because this karma is so strong, they refuse to admit that their parents are idiots. All right? Sometimes if you have shitty parents, at some point in your life, you figure out they were idiots and they don't know anything. And once you do that, you're free. You're free to be who you are and do what you want to do and do things your way. If you have great parents, that's great. You never get to that point and figure that out. That's terrific. It's rare in today's world, but it's terrific. But at the end of the day, here, that's the best way I can describe it. Somebody refuses to admit that the toxin is toxin, whatever the toxin is. This karma has a strong pull on them, even though we've got a lot of explosive energy coming out for them to share and go toward this connection, go toward what makes them happy. This is a strong anchor. What makes them happy is 9 cups. It's minor arcana. It's a very light card, right? Very light. This is very heavy. This is, you can see the heaviness. It's all dark and stuff. It's major arcana. It keeps them anchored in that. All right. What's on top? 3 swords. Yeah, again, it hurts. There's pain here from holding back from what makes them happy. It's holding back. It's pain associated with running from you, not telling you how they feel. It's something to do with you. It's pain associated with you on some level here in the soul. It's building up. I really feel that tower that was crossing there. I really feel transformation happening, whether somebody likes it or not. I mean, it goes from the soul to the 3D, from the environmental energy around the soul to the base energy of the 3D, magician to magician. But yet there's that karma. Why is the 3 of Swords here? The Page of Wands. This person knows that they want to go out and play. This is a child. This is the energy of a child, an adolescent that wants to go out and play but can't. Okay? Can't do it. I don't know why. Make up whatever scenario you want why they can't. They just looking sadly out the window as their other friends go on adventures and they finding frogs, jumping their BMX bikes across streams and stupid shit like I used to do when I was a kid. Whatever. But this kid is longingly watching from the window inside. This is someone who knows. They already know. There's a lot. There's something here. Whoever this person is. This might be very specific for some of you. Whoever this person is, this karma is a real anchor. I'm going to need to pull on that karma. I can't do it here. There's no fucking way. I will try. I don't like to tie people to and extend it if I don't have to. I'll try to get some more information on that. This is strong. Okay, it's strong. It's like Darth Vader fucking strong. Okay, it's, yeah. All right. But they've known for a while, and it hurts them to have to not do anything, I think. And they're going to try in this energy, or the plan is to try, right? The plan is to try. I don't understand if the energy releases automatically or if they release it. If the tower happens automatically or if it's just somebody snaps. I can't tell. We get there. Let's talk to the universe about this Four of Wands. What's the deal here? So this is the path they've been walking. Okay? Somebody would rather walk it with you. I'll phrase it that way just to get us started, but that's just the surface energy. All right? Or, for some of you, like I said, if you're already with whoever this is, they want more. I don't know with this karma, though, if they're capable of more. I'm not sure. They may want more, or they may want you to change into what they're used to. Right? That's possible too. If you're already with this person, I said they may want more from you. It could, the same frequency of energy could also be read that they want to try to change you to fit this karma, to fit this toxic kind of thing. Don't you change for anybody. Don't lower your vibration for anyone. Do what you want to do, but please don't do that. Okay? If somebody's trying to change you, you know, come on. You need to have some independence in relationships. It's got to be there. You know. Control and stuff like that's all bad. That all makes it feel like a prison. That's not good. People can be themselves and be together. All right? My relationship's a good example of that. I've been married 22 years. I'll tell you what, each one of us is very individual, very unique. You know, half the time people wouldn't even know we were together. You know, separately. I tell you. All right, let's go. She can do what she wants. I do what I want. Come together at the end of the day. It's nice. Nice and easy. Nice and smooth. What's going on here? Four of Wands. What did I just say? I just talked about independence, about relationships and independence and all of that. Here's independence. Nine of Pentacles. So what the universe is trying to tell us here, without taking the specific out of it, basically what the universe is saying about this person is they want this, but because of this karma, they may not be capable of the relationship that maybe you're on a level to get. Okay? So I'm just saying. I'm just, that's what it's saying. You know, but you have shown them your connection, right? They hold back from it because they just don't get it. They don't understand it. You know, they absolutely don't. You know, but a lot of people don't understand my relationship either. You know, it's the same thing. You mean you don't care that she's going out with some guy to have lunch that she knows from work? You don't. That doesn't bother. I don't fucking care. I'm not driving down there in Spider, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. Whatever. Everybody, independence, very important. Very nice, easy, peaceful, easy feeling. Keep going, right? Whatever happens, happens. It's fine. You know, hey, doesn't matter. And people don't understand it. They don't get it. It doesn't make sense. I'd be freaking out. I'd be driving by the pace, circling around. Right? Okay, well, then you're fucking crazy and stupid. You shouldn't be doing that. If that's your relationship, you shouldn't be in it. Nobody needs to live a life that's stressful. That's crazy. And you also need to look at yourself and find out why you're so damn insecure. Right? I don't know. At the end of the day here, this person, you showed them what a real relationship would be like. If they look at you, they see that independence, but they hold back because, again, there's this karma that says, no, this is what you're supposed to have. This is how it's supposed to be. Okay. I mean, this is tough. This is core programming, but it's more than that. It's so much more. What's on top? Yeah, the Six of Swords. Somebody is reaching out here, or again, I can't predict free will, but you have an energy coming towards you. But it's very much one-sided. Just like this guy right here in the canoe. He's one guy in a canoe, right? It's very one-sided. It's very, very, I said there might be some selfishness here, a little bit, about making themselves happy, balancing their energy. Or it's inherent selfishness within the energy, meaning the universe is balancing the energy on one side of the connection. Yours is already fine. It could be that. Well, it would still read to me that way. Okay, but yeah, I got communication here. This is read with justice. Six of Swords. Why Six of Swords here? They want to smooth something out. They want to figure something out. Yeah, Five of Swords. Right? They're afraid it's going to go bad. There's that fear that it's going to go wrong. Also, the universe is saying that the best route this person could take would be to go slow. I think they're going to go too fast. I think they're going to jump the gun a little bit. It might be a little self-sabotaging, all right? Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes when we talk out of fear, you know, or we keep things, we hold things back, the universe is saying release it. All this energy needs to release. A partial eruption is not going to be enough. Okay? A partial eruption is just going to lead to a bigger one later. Right? That's all. So again, the Five of Swords, it's what they're used to. It also backs up what I said about independence in relationships. Your connection is what they would dream of. It's the Nine of Cups. It's what would make them happy. It would be so independent. It'd be so wonderful, right? But the universe is like they're just not capable of it. Five of Swords. It's someone here who would just sabotage it. They wouldn't know what to do with it. You know, it really is. If this is an energy where if it found something real, it wouldn't know. Real could come and bite it in the face, and they wouldn't know. Why? Because of these energies here. This karma that I picked up on before I even threw these. Before I think through that, I picked up on karma off of this magician. And it all came out. And when I saw it with the devil, and then when it actually landed on the table, literally, I know. So anyway, that's that. I mean, you can do it. We'll get to, now we move on to the devil. We have some fun here. May need to double clarify this to try to get some more information on the karma here, but let's see where we go. So it is what it is. It's tough. This is a deep soul connection you have, and I'll explain it. It's deep. It goes back a long way. You have a lot of karma with this person, which is tied in with the karma that causes them to want to stay in toxic situations. All right? They stay too long. They stay past the connection's expiration date for sure. You know, but when the connection is that powerful, it's tough. It's tricky. Both sides need to be well balanced. If not, you start leading to, you tell them you're going to have lunch with a friend from work and they circle the restaurant outside, spying in the bushes behind a tree. That's no way to have a relationship. No way at all. That doesn't allow you to have your own life or them to have their own life, right? You might get somebody who wants you to share your passwords with them and stuff like that. If you keep a journal, they want to read that journal, right? They want you to show them that you got every right to have independence in a relationship. Privacy is extremely important. Everything else is a fucking red flag about what's wrong with somebody. There's nothing inherently wrong with this energy I'm picking up on. What I get that's wrong with it is this karma, all right? And that's why our end result is that devil, which has a shitload of energy attached to it, and I'm still shuffling on it. Tell me about the devil. You ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah. It's crossed by the Chariot. The devil made me do it. One, that's just the surface energy. It's the devil made me do it sort of energy. This karma is why they behave, why they ran, why they stay in relationships, why they don't share their feelings, all of it. Okay? But on another level, this is someone who once viewed your connection, because this card represents the soulmate cycle for me. This cycle is Cancerian themed. This is someone who once, and may still on some level, because of this karma, view your connection as the devil, as something, as a curse, as I called it in the extended for the recent Cancer reading. All right? You're kind of the disruptor. Your energy. Your connection, yes. But if we want to take you and bring you into the equation, you're the disruptor. You're someone who came in and said, hey man, this is bullshit. You want something good. Let me show you what good is. And they ran from it. But I'll tell you what, this applies to newer soulmates too. If you've got somebody around you holding on to feelings, this is just someone holding back how they feel. Doesn't have to be your original runner. Right? But you can learn a little more about your original runner too from this, because the same thing played out. Same kind of thing. It's somebody, you came in as a disruptor. What's on top? Yeah, the Lovers. Yeah. Your connection's what makes them happy. This is red with 9 cups. Perfect card to fall there. This is the right choice. Right? This is angel energy. It cancels out devil energy. Your connection is supposed to be the one that saves them. Your connection is supposed to cancel out the karma. You came together. You had a soul recognition with this person, or you will in the near future if it's somebody new holding on to feelings. That soul recognition happened to put an end to this karma, right? To put an end to this toxin. The angel cancels out devil energy. Devil energy is just static. It's fluffy. This is like a goo. It coats it, shorts it out. Your connection is what makes them happy. They figure that out. They want to go towards it. But there's this anchor holding them in place on this. The Ace of Wands. And it's someone who wants to make a move. It's what I said here with the little boy looking out the window watching the friends play. Sadly, can't go outside. When he tries to go outside, mom yells, hey, back inside. Who's mom? It's Goat. Right? It's Goat Mom. There it is. Yells, get back inside. Right? At the end of the day here, somebody, your connection it's going to make them want to go towards it. Go towards it. And then there's a start and a stop. There's fits and stops here. Okay? So I'm not sure. It's possible this time's the charm. It's possible in Mercury and Virgo energy that now this stays lit and transformation can happen on this karma. It is possible. The Chariot here is a good indicator of that. I think, I will say this on the final outcome. Okay, because we've talked a lot about their karma. I'll try to pull a card on that before we go, like I promised. Okay, not everybody, you don't have to have, I'm not going to hold my reading hostage and say, you're not going to find out anything about this karma unless you go to the extended. I would never do that. I'm not here to nickel and dime anybody. I hate it when people do that. Pisses me off, okay? At the end of the day here, I'll get you what I can on that, but I'm going to go deeper with less people in the extended. I'll be able to go a lot deeper. But either way, what the universe is saying here, if I'm to sum this up in a really, really simple final outcome, it's very complicated, devil, and I will tell you it is. Right now, in this energy, as Mercury moves into Virgo and all other surrounding energies, we got one of the best chances that's ever happened in this connection. Okay, probably in this person's fucking life, to cancel out this devil, to cancel out, to put it to rest, to short it out. The best chance is now. Can they fuck it up? It's Ace of Wands. It can blow out like a candle. Well, not a candle in the wind. I guess we already used that one for you recently. Like a match in the wind. Unprotected, it can blow out. But right now, in the soulmate cycle, with this Chariot, if somebody sticks to what they figure out, that your connection is the Nine of Cups, then we got the best chance. I think it's the best chance that's ever happened. Is that a fucking hermit? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. We got the best chance, a hermit fueling a Chariot. The best chance right now of someone shorting out that toxin. And this little boy over here getting to go out and play. I'll tell you what. And it really wants to. And with a tower crossing here, it wouldn't surprise me. He just bust out that damn door. I'm going anyway. Right? That kind of thing. Now this is strong. I'm gonna focus on the devil and the karma here in the extended, like I said. And I'm also gonna focus on what's going on in their life, what this toxin is, and I'm gonna focus on your connection. That being said, I'll pull on you at the beginning of it. I do want to pull on this real quick, and I'm gonna switch decks real quick. I'm gonna go to the light seer, all right, which randomly at the bottom, by the way, has 5 cups, and that's our overall energy. So this, I got it again. It's something that's oppressive. It's something that keeps them down. It's something that makes this person think that the 3 cups down are better than the 2 cups standing, even though they know it's not. Right? Okay? All right, let's go. It's like this boy who can't go outside and play is being lied to, and that there's a boogeyman out there. You don't want to go out there, right? You don't want to go, but there isn't. It's just, it's imaginary, you know, kind of a thing. There's just speakers in the woods blowing out a noise of an animal or something that keeps this person inside. It's all an illusion. Tell me about karma. Tell me about this karma. Why is that card so heavy? That's how I'm going to put it to the universe. All right. I just say it to you. I've already put it out there. The words are so you know what I'm putting out there. Why is that card so heavy? Why is this goat so hard to overcome? I knew a goat like that once. Near where I grew up. People down the street had some goats. They had one goat. There's always one goat that like takes over the yard. He's like the head goat. It's his he feels it's his responsibility to come at anything that pulls in the driveway, right? They had the one. They just would not stop following you. Every once in a while, it'd charge at you. That's the kind of goat this is. This is that really, really strong energy that just you think you've escaped it, and then bam, there it is. It's just staring at you with its square fucking eyes. All right, why is this card so heavy? Let's find out. Why does this goat keep following me? Tell me about it. I'll get you what I can. There's a lot of people watching, so I don't know how specific I could be. Doesn't really matter. I'm just getting you what I can on it. It's crossed by the Knight of Swords. All right, meaning they can't escape this. This energy feels like, it's what I just said, right? You could run all you wanted to. You could run, you could get on the motorcycle, drive 100 miles, and that goat will be there. Okay? It's an exaggeration, but that does remind me of that goat from when I was a kid. It seems like you could get on the motorcycle, drive 100 miles, and that goat will be there. This is a little like Droopy. The old cartoon Droopy. Remember Droopy the dog? He was everywhere, right? The person would get on a motorcycle, drive away 100 miles, and bam, there's fucking Droopy there. In the final episode of Droopy, we found out that there were thousands of them. That's how he was everywhere. That was the big giveaway in the final episode of the cartoon. That there were just thousands of Droopies. They were all over the place. And you're like, oh my God, it wasn't just one the whole time. Why am I saying that? I don't say anything that's not part of the energy. This energy is inescapable for this person. I tell you all the time, I teach you all the time since I got here. I said, devil energy we pick up. It's static energy that we pick up as we go through life. If you don't deal with it as it comes in, and short it out, it builds up. It builds up. Like shuffling your feet on a carpet and zapping your friend, right? With the static electricity. That's what it is. This person has not dealt with anything. They haven't dealt with enough of it. So it's built up and it's built up. And it's built up to a point where it's a dangerous zap to a friend. Like if you were to zap them and they had a heart condition, you'd be calling 911 or 999, depending on what country you're in. Anyway, at the end of the day here, this is inescapable for this person. Or I should say, it feels inescapable. I don't think that's real. Here's the King of Swords. Their truth, the way they see this karma has shaped the way they see the world, the way they see it. All right? And the way they see it is no matter what I do, it always comes back to this, right? No matter where I go, I always come back to this. This feels like home to me. Yeah, it's an illusion. It's a lie. This is all a big lie. Just like the Droopy cartoon. There wasn't just one Droopy who magically showed up as we drove away on the motorcycle 100 miles and there he is. There were thousands of them. There's too much energy here that's built up. This is someone who maybe not just in this lifetime, but a couple of lifetimes before this hasn't dealt with this shit. You've got to deal with this as it comes in. If it doesn't, you have problems. Think of it in real 3D terms, right? You let something fester. You don't deal with a childhood issue. You end up finally going to therapy at 60 years old with something you could have dealt with much easier and you would have had a much better life had you just handled it at 25, right? There are people in therapy at 60, 70 years old with some shit that happened to them when they were a kid. They never dealt with it. That's an example of what I'm talking about. It's the real world. This is much more 5D than that, okay? There's a reason this person, like if you or I, let's say this person has a shitty marriage or a shitty family. Someone like me, I would notice that. Even as a kid, I would notice that. I noticed that about my own parents when I was a kid. I said, well, these are not my role models. I will tell you that. I grew up nothing like either of my parents. Nothing. I'm the fucking black sheep of the family. At the end of the day here, if I were in this situation, I would know that's a goat and I would get rid of it. Because I know these goats will eat anything. They'll eat you out of house and home. They'll eat your car. They'll eat everything. At the end of the day here, this is this person's truth, and there's the Nine of Pentacles. The truth is they don't think they can escape it, and that's a problem. So whatever this karma is, it's built up, and built up over time. This person is under some delusion, okay? And it is. It's a delusion. Because it's an illusion that they can't escape this, okay? That Droopy is wherever they go. Droopy the dog is everywhere. Can't escape it. Don't even need to get on the motorcycle because he's just going to be there. And the truth of the matter is, it's not just one thing. It's a lot of different things. And they can't escape it. They can deal with it all at once. Your connection wipes all of it out. Your connection cancels this entire goat out. Why do I say that? Because this is not only angel energy, it's Archangel Raphael, which is, it's like an energetic doctor energy. It's medicine, if you will, okay? Your connection is the medicine, okay? And I've said it before. Whoever this is, you're their fucking wonder wall. You're the one that was supposed to save them, okay? But this person here, why'd they run? Why did they come in and not share everything and self-sabotage and keep things hidden still, even though there's an explosion waiting to happen of emotion waiting to come out? Why? Because this person believes that it's just going to fail. That their truth is that they can't escape this, that there is no freedom from this. Yet, because the Nine of Pentacles came out here and it was crossing here, it verifies that your connection is actually the freedom from it. Your connection is actually the energy that cancels all of this out. So try to have some understanding, try to have some empathy for that if they do show up. But if they don't show up, also try to understand why. Because they're falling for the big lie here that this goat is telling them. This devil energy creates an illusion. It's the con man, right? Dressed up in a nice suit. He's homeless and doesn't have any money most of the time. He's like a hobo or something like that, walking the street with riding the rails and all that kind of stuff. But gets himself into a nice suit, gets some paperwork, it looks all nice. He'd probably take you for some money, right? At the end of the day, this is the con man energy. They fall for that. Your connection cancels it all out. It shows them that there is something. There is something good. They have a lot of feelings for you. They don't dare express them, though. They don't dare express them because of this. But there is a chance, and again, we get the same message we got. Remember the Chariot was crossing over here? We get the same fucking message with the Knight of Cups fueling that Knight of Swords. This person here, again, we are under the best energy right now. With all surrounding energies and Mercury moving into Virgo, we're under the best energy right now for this person to actually take a chance and come in and say something. All right? And come in, maybe cancel out this energy. Once they do it, it doesn't come back. All right? Once you see through the illusion. That's your reading. I don't need to pull 3 cards from the universe. I just did by pulling on the karma over here. I'm going to pull an extended. Links in the description. Taking this as the baseline, I'm going to go a little deeper. I'm going to see what because you're part of their karma too. I want to see where you come in. So we'll open by pulling on you. We'll pull on the devil. We'll pull on their home life. We'll pull on what this is. We'll see where this is going. We'll find out where it could go. I mean, we'll find out more about the connection. We'll just see. All right. It's one of those readings where we just pull a bunch of side reads and see. It's the last official extended of July. Because the next one's going to be the August overview that I do probably on Sunday. So let's see. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you want the extended, the link's in the description. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right? Wow. Trickster. All right. Good luck.